Hello and welcome to a quick demo of the skip this page if job. So the basic idea is I want to be able to skip entire pages if my user hasn't selected them from this list. So this is a pretty common requirement, right? We're maybe grabbing some products that we're interested in, but we want to know as form creators more information about that user selection. And so instead of having a big long form, we simply say, right, which products are you interested in? And then we have detail pages for each one of those products that they selected. As a bonus in this video, we're also going to take a look at building confirmation elements to basically show the users a verification of the data they've entered, also conditionally. So first though, the page skip logic. So basically if I run this job right here, you can see that I have product 2 and 3 selected, and that means I'm going to skip product 1. I only show product 2 in product 3's detail page. Similarly, I could actually uncheck those and only select product 1, and now I'll only show product 1's detail right here, and go to the confirmation page right here, and then finally to submit. So how does this work? Well, the good news is it's actually pretty simple. So basically what we're saying is we're going to skip a page unless a condition is met. Skip the page unless the condition is met. And we set that up by selecting the page, and under page properties, scrolling down to the skip this page if block right here. Now there's two ways we can do this. We can write in our skip logic by hand, and this is really nice for power users, but almost always it's easier to use the skip page wizard. And so again, all we're going to do is say, under what condition should I skip this page if it's not met? So we know that our condition here is the choose product radio items. So I want to say, unless product 1 is chosen, we're going to skip this page. And so we'll set that up. So I'll select this field. I'll choose the choose product item, that is the form field item from the index.php page. You'll notice these are broken out by pages here. So I'll say unless choose product is equal to product 1, we're going to skip the page. Now of course our code is displayed right here, but again we didn't have to type that. It simply works from the start. So that's all there is to it. We then repeat that for each page in the job. So I have product 2 right here, and then product 3, right? So unless product 3 is selected, skip this page. Now, as our quick bonus here, here's the confirm order details. Basically, we're doing the exact same thing. We're saying, right, I have 3 product detail pages, and I want to show detail about each one of those to my users. So I have 3 of them, and this is for product 1, 2, and 3. But I want to conditionally show them only if the user has selected the corresponding item right here. And again, the good news here is this works the exact same way. I'm going to select from my code block item, and by the way, code blocks can be found under layout code block. I'm going to add a code block to my page. I'm going to add the template code that I want to use to show the user the details from that form page. And then the display this item if logic is the exact same. So in this case, we're saying show this item if a condition is met. So I want to say if choose product, had product 1 selected, show that item. And again, that's all there is to it. 2 real quick notes. The reason why we use code blocks, and by the way, you may have never actually used code block before, the reason why we actually use it is because this is really all about creating a template. And we can certainly show HTML in like a display item, like header, text, or body copy, but things get really messy when we do that. And so by way of extreme example here, let me actually take the yahoo.com source page, source right here, and let me just paste it into this display item right here. And yeah, RackForms will accept this, but it's an absolute nightmare, right? It's just a mess of code right here. And yeah, it's broken, but let's say this was like fully correct code, it would still be a nightmare to work with in my form page. And so that's where code blocks come in and shine, is that with a code block, I can paste in the exact same code right here, but instead of getting this big mess, I just get a simple item that's easy to drag around and work with on my form. So that's essentially why we use that. The other big key here is the actual templating process itself. So we are responsible for, in RackForms, how we actually template this code out. That is how we display this. But we don't need to actually think about adding the what we call tokens. So in other words, if I want to show the select size and height fields in this code block right here, I just use the dynamic variable picker. And I'd say, right, show me the select size and height fields, and those will not be shown. Again, we are still responsible for creating HTML code around these. So in this case, maybe I'll wrap these in p tags, but we don't actually need to think about the tokens themselves, which is good because that way we reduce errors and it's much faster to fill this out. So there you have it. By way of quick review then, again, what we basically did is we said, here's a list of pages the user will see if they select them. So I had product 1, 2, and 3, and then for each one of those products, I simply selected the page, and under page properties, I created my skip this page condition. And again, I said, choose product has to be product 1 in order to show this page, otherwise we'll skip it. We then did the exact same thing for our code block items, again, under layout code block, where we basically say, you're only going to show this item if choose product was equal to product 1. Any questions about this job or anything else you see on RackForms.com, please let us know at info@rackforms.com. And thanks for watching.